This question asks us to balance the chemical reaction for the combustion of propane gas. You can see that there's nothing written down to start with, but when I see the word combustion, I know that it's reaction with oxygen. So the first thing I'm going to write down is C3H8, which is my formula for propane. It tells me it's a gas, so I'm going to write gas as the state, then plus the reaction with oxygen. We know that oxygen is also a gas, so we're going to write it as gas as well, and then my arrow to my product side. Remember that when you do combustion reactions, you look at the reactant that's not oxygen to determine what the product will be. Because carbon is part of the reactant, carbon dioxide will be one of the products. Because burning takes place at high temperature, and because at room temperature carbon dioxide is a gas anyway, I'm going to write gas. Hydrogen is another one of the reactants, or a component of the reactants. Therefore, according to the rules, water will be one of my products. Again, because this takes place at a high temperature, my water will also be in gas form. So this is my complete unbalanced reaction. Now I need to balance, and I'm going to use the table. Reactants and products are each in a column. And then I need to just add in my different substances along the rows. So I have carbon, I have hydrogen, and I have oxygen. In reactants, I have 3 carbons, I have 8 hydrogens, and I have 2 oxygens. In products, I have 1 carbon, I have 2 hydrogens, and I have 2 oxygens here and 1 over here, which gives me a total of 3. Because oxygen is alone as part of this reaction, we're going to balance oxygen last. So we'll start with the carbon. I need to increase carbon on the product side by multiplying 1 by something to get 3. 1 times 3 is 3. Therefore, I'll write a 3 as my coefficient in front of my CO2. This turns my carbon into a 3, and it turns my oxygen into 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Now I need to increase my hydrogen. I need to turn a 2 into an 8 on the product side. 2 times 4 is 8, so I'll put a 4 in front of the water. That changes my hydrogen to an 8, but it also changes my oxygen. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 4 times 1 is 4. 6 plus 4 is equal to 10. So I now have 10 oxygens on my product side. I can see now, still not balanced, I need to increase oxygen on reactant side. 2 times something is 10. If I multiply 2 by 5, I get 10. So if I put a 5 in front of the oxygen, 5 times 2 is 10, and it changes my oxygen on reactants into 10. Carbon is balanced, hydrogen's balanced, oxygen's balanced, and my reaction is complete.